Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is very exciting for me because this year has been a year where I've been really focused on beauty and new makeup and just like trying new things and experimenting around. So today's video is going to be the Best of Beauty 2017. I'm so excited to film this video. This is my first Best of Beauty video and it's gonna be a really long one. So I would suggest grabbing a snack. So I'm just gonna start talking so this video isn't like a million years long. Okay, so I didn't want to like force myself to pick something I liked in every single category. If I didn't love it that much, then I didn't want to put it in this video. So I'm pretty sure I have almost everything for a full face anyway, and some of them I have multiples, so yeah, we're just gonna get into it. But the first thing I'm gonna start with today is foundation. So my first foundation favorite, it's the Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation, and this is what it looks like. Mine is clearly very dirty. It comes with a pump. This is a wonderful foundation. I feel like it just looks like skin on the skin. It doesn't feel like cakey or anything. You can build it up to a fuller coverage. It looks stunning on my skin. Now I will say most of the time I do set this with a powder, but I do usually set all of my foundations with a powder, but I definitely love the way this looks on my skin, and this has definitely been one of my favorites this year. Okay, and then the second foundation I want to talk about today is the Wet n Wild Photofocus Foundation. I have two shades, but this foundation is amazing, and the price tag is so inexpensive. Like, that's what I love about Wet n Wild. You're gonna be seeing a lot of Wet n Wild in this favorites, just a forewarning. Wet n Wild just kills it with the prices. They keep the prices to what I would consider a drugstore price, but they don't give up on the product. Like, the product is still amazing with a low price tag. Now, this foundation, I wear it all the time. It is definitely more, in my opinion, like an everyday foundation. It's not super full coverage. I would say it's medium, like a light medium coverage, if that makes sense. It's not heavy on the skin, it doesn't get cakey, and it looks absolutely beautiful. One of the things I do like about this foundation is that it has a spatula. Now, I don't know if you can tell, like, this is your applicator for it, and at first I thought it would be super weird, but I actually kind of like it more than a pump because you don't have to touch your face. You just spatula the foundation on and then it's good to go. And I think it is definitely one of the best foundations at the drugstore. Okay, so for me, this has been the year of a lot of things, but mainly the year of concealers. Now, obviously this is gonna come to no surprise to anyone, but the Tarte Shape Tape has definitely been one of my favorites this year. I use it constantly. It's what I'm wearing today. I love the coverage. I do think that you can use too much of this though. I love it. I just do like a dot here and a dot here, and then normally I'm good to go. You just split it out. Love the coverage. Beautiful full coverage, and I think this is definitely, like, this is one of my favorite concealers I've ever worn on my face, and it deserves a mention in this favorites. Okay, so another concealer that I actually discovered towards the end of the year is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. This concealer definitely is fighting to be up there with Tarte Shape Tape. I think it's my #2 concealer, but I definitely do love this one as well. It is exactly what it claims to be. It's weightless but full coverage. Now, I will say that I don't think it's as full coverage as the Tarte Shape Tape, but I definitely do think it's full coverage. I've already talked about this concealer in a different video, so I won't go on too long about it, but I really do think this is a great concealer. Okay, the last concealer that I want to mention today is actually one from the drugstore that I found this year, and it is the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer. It looks like this. This concealer, girl, this is really good for a drugstore concealer. There are not many drugstore concealers that I've tried that I do like. I do like the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, but other than that, drugstore concealers for me are honestly just a miss. But this one, I found it recently and I think it is very good. It's like a medium coverage, but I do think this is a great everyday concealer if you're wanting to go for like a more natural look. Okay, this is probably not going to be any surprise to any of you guys if you watch me. My favorite bronzer this year has been the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. There's just something about this thing that is magic. I love it so much. It has a great smell. It smells like you're on a tropical island vacation. It has a beautiful color, and they actually just released more colors in this butter bronzer. They only had 2. So this is my favorite bronzer. I wear it literally every day. I already hit pan. I don't know. This is just my favorite. I already bought a backup. If that doesn't say how much I love it, I don't know what else will. But yeah, this is just the only bronzer that I have for this year. Okay, and for contour, I only have one thing as well. I don't know what took me so long to get this, but I love this. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. It comes with a giant mirror on one side, and then you get your 3 contour shades, and then you have a yellow shade, a pink shade, and then a darker pink shade. This is so amazing. It is so blendable. It looks beautiful on the skin. I'm actually wearing it today along with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I just can't get enough of this, and I think this is one of the best contour kits that I have ever tried. This banana shade in the middle right here, stunning. Absolutely stunning underneath the eyes. And so yeah, this has just definitely been one of my favorites this year. Alright, next I want to talk about blushes. I think I found my favorite blushes ever this year in 2017, and I'm so excited about them because they're so affordable, and that is the Wet n Wild Color Icon blushes. I only have 2 to show you today. I have Rosé Champagne, and Apricot in the middle. Now, Apricot in the middle is my jam. This is my favorite blush ever, and I was not a blush person until I found this, and now I can't stop with any blushes. Like, I don't put this down. I wear it every day. I'm wearing it today, and then I had to go pick up some more because I did have pearlescent pink a long time ago, but I never used it because I didn't like pink, and so I don't know why I bought it. But anyway, then I went and bought this one, and then I had to go back and buy another one in Rosé Champagne. So here's the 2 side by side. These are so good. I love these blushes. They stay on forever. They have a great formula. They do have glitter in them, but I don't mind it because it gives you a perfect little sheen on your face, and I think they are stunning. So way to go, Wet n Wild. Another blush that I discovered this year is the Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes. I only have 2. I have them in Seduce and Party, and they look pretty similar. I got Seduce first, and then I got Party in the Sephora birthday gift. So they do kind of look similar, but I definitely think these blushes are amazing. The formula is beautiful and buttery, and they stay on my cheeks literally all day, like 12 hours. They're not lying. It's not going anywhere. It is beautiful, and I think these blushes are definitely something you should check out if you're wanting to look for a blush that will stay all day and just look perfect. And yeah, this would be your go-to. Okay, I do have a few highlights to talk about here today, and I'm sorry that I'm mentioning them so much, but Wet n Wild has just been killing it this year. Wet n Wild came out with highlights this year, and I have 2, Precious Petals and Blossom Glow. Now these highlighters are so stunning. Now these are the 2 side by side. This is Precious Petals and this is Blossom Glow. Blossom Glow is more pinky and Precious Petals is more of like a champagne tone. I love Precious Petals and I love Blossom Glow. My favorite, I think, would have to be Precious Petals. I was nervous to try it out because I do have fair skin, and I thought that the Precious Petals looks intimidating in the packaging because it looks so like gold, but it's not that bad when it goes onto my skin, and I don't think it looks bad. But this formula is amazing. They're so buttery and creamy. I think they give the most beautiful sheen on the face. It is stunning and I love it. And these are definitely something you should check out if you are looking for a great drugstore highlighter, because I think these are very comparable to high-end highlighters. Okay, the second highlighter I want to talk about is actually a highlighting palette, and this is the Smashbox Spotlight Palette in Pearl. This is actually a collaboration with Casey Holmes. This is what it looks like. And my favorite way to wear this is to mix these, oh, I don't want to blind you, is to mix the 2 shades in the front right here. And then this one I don't touch much just because it is very glittery and it's more like a blush topper. It's actually what I'm wearing today. I don't know if you can tell, but it is stunning. I love this. The formula is amazing. I love Casey, and Smashbox killed it with this palette, and so did Casey, and I just have really been using the crap out of this year. Okay, next I'm moving on to eyebrow pencils, and I've already talked about these 3 in my last video, so I'm not going to go on too much, but this is the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, and I love this thing. It is super creamy. It glides on so well and stays on my eyebrows all day. I know in my last video that I said that the LA Girl one was my favorite, but I think this one is my new favorite because this formula is amazing. You should totally check it out. Then the next brow pencil I have is the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil in the shade Medium Brown. This one is amazing as well. Super creamy, glides on very easily, stays on my eyebrows all day, don't have a problem. It is beautiful, love it, definitely comparable to the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I think it is definitely a better alternative in my opinion, but that's just me. Both of these are great dupes from the drugstore. The next one I have is the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Retractable Brow Pencil in the shade Medium Brown. Again, this one's really good. This is the one that has the triangle shaped tip, but it does stay on my eyebrows all day. It's the one I'm wearing today. I think the color matches perfectly. It's great. Love it. Comparable, cheaper, affordable options. Not going to go on because I talked about them already, but I love them. Okay, now I don't want to talk too long about these because I do have a few eyeshadow palettes to share with you guys. One of my favorite of this year has been the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. Now I think this actually might have come out in 2016, but this is the year that I started using it, so sorry. It is absolutely stunning. It definitely does give you the it's the warm tone palette. It's beautiful. I mean, I feel like everyone should have this in their collection. It's very blendable. There is a little bit of fallout, but it doesn't bother me. You just, and it's gone. My favorite to wear is Vermeer. It's this one right here. And I put this all over my lid all the time with warm taupe in the crease, and I think that's like one of the easiest looks I do. But yeah, this has just been a really great palette. I'm actually wearing it on my eyes today, but I do have a glitter from Stila on my eyes. I tried to do a cut crease thing and I don't know how it worked out. But anyway, this is a beautiful palette and I'm sure you've heard a lot about it and already seen it everywhere, but if you don't have it already, I would suggest getting your hands on this. Alright, another palette that has been one of my favorite finds this year is the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe. Now this is what it looks like. This is giant. It is 35 shades of pure gold. Not actual gold, but like beautifulness. That's what I meant. This palette is wonderful. You can create some very amazing, like if you stay in this range, you can create some everyday looks. You can go bold, you can go smoky, you can go warm tones, you can go whatever route you're wanting. They're very blendable. I haven't had any problems with them. I just think they're amazing and I love this palette so much. I use it all the time and I think it was definitely worth my money and definitely was a staple for 2017. Okay, and these two are two of my recent newer discovery favorites, and this is the Huda Beauty Warm Obsessions palette. Now, her Obsessions in general, I would say checking out, but I love warm tones, so this is the one I'm just talking about. But it is 9 shades of wonderfulness. In this one particularly, there are 8 shades that are matte and 1 shimmer in the middle, which is a gold. I think this is stunning. Her shadows are so blendable and creamy, and I love this formula. I had never tried Huda Beauty shadows, but I definitely think everyone should try them. This palette retails for like $27, and I think that is a great price for 9 eyeshadows. If you do the math, it's like $3 an eyeshadow, which I think is not too bad. That's pretty amazing actually. It's travel friendly. It's very tiny. You can see it's like the size of my palm. I just love this. There are so many looks you can create with just this little one right here, and she has a million different other ones. There's like brown obsessions, warm obsessions, like cool obsessions or something. There are so many that she has. The last thing I want to talk about is actually a brand's eyeshadow palette in general, but also this one as well. Now this is the Kathleenlights by Colourpop Dream Street eyeshadow palette. Now, I was very surprised by Colourpop's release of their pressed eyeshadow palettes this year. It has been amazing because you know they did the Super Shock shadows. I was very impressed by their formula and the blendability and just the overall shadows in general, and this palette is one of my favorites. This because it's by Kathleen, duh. But the shades in this are amazing. You can, again, do everyday looks, you can do bolder looks, you can do smoky looks, you can go any kind of route with this. And the prices are very low for the amazing quality that you're getting in the eyeshadow palette. So I think these are definitely a hit for this year and something that I have been loving and can't put down this year. My last makeup category for today is lips. Now I want to talk about liquid lipsticks. Now, liquid lipsticks are all the rage, like all the rage. I have tried so many and I hate a lot of the formulas and I've loved a lot of formulas, but one of the ones that I want to talk about today is actually the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipsticks. These are liquid lipsticks. They came out with a whole range. There are many different colors and I love the formula of this. The price is amazing. I think these are better than a lot of the high-end liquid lipsticks that I have tried. Now my favorite one is actually Rebel Rose. I love this one so much. I think these wear beautifully. They're not overly dry. These definitely do stay a long time on my lips and are very amazing, and the color selection is great, formula is great, and price is great. One more liquid lipstick I want to talk about today. It is from Rimmel, and it is the Stay Matte Liquid Lip Color. Now, I've heard a lot of different people talk about these, and they didn't like the formula, but for me, the formula is amazing. It's not drying at all. Like, I don't know what they did, but it's not drying at all. And when it wears off, because it doesn't stay all day on me, but when it wears off beautifully. It looks like it almost stained your lips, but it didn't stain your lips. It's a nice little fade. It's not like you're gonna get the butthole lips or anything. It is a nice fade, and the price is amazing for these, and I think the formula is really good. I do love this. This is my favorite color. It is in, I don't know what the color is, because it doesn't say, but if I figure out the color, I will put it down below. Now to talk about a real lipstick, this is the only lipstick I have that has been my favorite this year, and it is the Too Faced Sweet Peach Sunday Funday lipstick. Looks like this. This lipstick is amazing. I've talked about this in a different video. It is what I'm wearing today underneath the lip gloss. The only thing is that it does have a scent to it, which this one isn't super overwhelming to me, so it doesn't bother me. I love the formula of this. It's not over drying. Yeah, I've definitely been loving this lipstick this year. Okay, and the last product I have to talk about today is a gloss. This has been the year of glosses for me. I've been into glossy lip recently, and I've been loving it, but I only have one to talk about. This is the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss in the shade Champagne Glam. This freaking lip gloss is bomb. I love it so much. It's what I'm wearing today over the Sweet Peach Sunday Funday lipstick. It is amazing. I just love it. It is the right amount of like a plumping tingle. It is a perfect color. It has glitter in it. I love glitter. It's beautiful. I already talked about it before, so I'm not going to talk about it more, but this is my favorite lip gloss ever, and I love it. Alright, the last three things I have to talk about today are from skincare. I have been trying to get into skincare recently, and these are three products that I found that I've been loving. The first one is the Thayer's Natural Remedies Witch Hazel, and this is a toner, and this is in the scent Cucumber. I love this toner. When I implemented this, I could definitely tell a difference. I feel like it cleared up my skin, and it also helped even the overall tone of my skin. This is amazing. It is all natural, so it's not going to hurt your skin, and I love cucumber smells, so that's just what I got it in, but they had like a couple different scents if you wanted to get one, but I found mine at Target, and I think it's amazing. The next skincare item I have to talk about is the Mario Badescu skincare facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea. Again, I just love the scent cucumber, so I got mine in cucumber. I love this thing. I put it on every night and sometimes in the morning. It is just, okay, so I don't really remember where I was because my camera stopped recording, but anyway, this is an amazing facial spray. I think that it helps, okay? It helps. Definitely hydrates the skin, and I feel like it's an essential step in my skincare routine. Okay, and the last product I have to share today is the Yes To Grapefruit Correct and Repair Dark Circle Correcting Eye Cream. That is a lot to talk about, but this is it. I've already talked about this before, so I'm not going to go on forever, but I do think that this has definitely made a difference in my discoloration underneath my eyes and like on my eyelids. I have very dark purple like under eyes and eyelids, and I feel like using this every night has definitely helped to brighten up and correct those dark spots. So I've really been loving this and feel like it is essential in my skincare routine. Alright guys, so that is everything I have for you today. That is my Best in Beauty 2017. I had a lot of fun filming this video and picking out my favorites. Please leave a comment down below and let me know what you were loving this year and what has definitely been a staple for you. Thank you again so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye!